Good morning. Last week I spoke to you about a steep rise in new COVID-19 cases on campus, and I announced the suspension of in-person instruction, the closing of some common spaces, and the restriction of residence halls to residents only. We discouraged off-campus students from coming to campus or associating with those outside their home or apartment unit, and set a 10-person limit on social gatherings. The campus responded promptly and well. Since my announcement, the daily number of new cases has gone down substantially. The positivity rate, that is the ratio of positive tests to the total number of tests, is still high at 10.8%, but it is declining, and from August 20th to 25th was 6.3%. Surveillance testing randomly tests members of the general campus community, and to date, over 1,200 tests show a positivity rate of less than 1%. With these encouraging numbers, we believe we can plan to return to in-person classes and return in stages to the level of activity we had before the pause. Provost Marilyn Miranda and Executive Vice President Shannon Cullinan will send a letter reviewing the improvements we have made and a plan for the gradual resumption of in-person classes beginning on Wednesday, September 2nd. Aaron Harding, Vice President for Student Affairs, will send to students a letter about the gradual reopening of common spaces, the resumption of in-person student activities, undergraduate residence hall guests, and student physical and mental health care. As we resume in-person instruction, we must commit to the following. First, wear masks, maintain physical distance, and wash your hands. Second, complete honestly your daily health check so that we can identify and immediately test symptomatic people and isolate those who test positive. Third, if you are called for surveillance testing, you must come in to be tested so we have an accurate picture of the spread of the virus. And fourth, do not host or participate in social gatherings that exceed 10 people or at which health precautions are not strictly observed. We must do these things if we are to have a safe and successful semester on campus. I want to acknowledge the people across the university who have worked extremely hard to staff our COVID response units. Many left their regular positions from other departments to take on new roles, working long days in our testing center, university health services, on contact tracing teams, or assisting students in isolation or quarantine. The generous spirit of Notre Dame has been manifest in these people, our COVID heroes, and they deserve our thanks. In our first 2 weeks back, the virus hit us harder and more swiftly than we expected, and we fell behind. However, through the efforts of many, we have adapted and improved our systems and procedures. We are now in a much stronger position. Last week, I said that a few student gatherings were the initial source of many infections. My purpose was not to cast blame, but to make us all aware of the consequences of our actions on our community and our ability to continue the semester here. We will continue to refer serious transgressions of our health precautions to the university conduct process. Currently, hearings for 87 students are in process, involving violations of varying levels of gravity. Although we do not comment on the outcome of hearings, I assure you that we will respond to violations with the seriousness they deserve. Despite recent challenges, I am tremendously proud of our community. I'm proud of staff members who have gone above and beyond their ordinary responsibilities to keep the campus open and safe. I'm proud of faculty who, despite challenging conditions, have demonstrated such dedication to teaching our students. And perhaps above all, I'm proud of our students. who have responded to the challenges, adopted the health protocols, and joined together to enable us to continue this semester. As I've said before, perhaps the most important lesson we will learn or teach this year is how together we can continue our work of learning and inquiry in this time of the pandemic. The virus dealt us a blow, and we stumbled, but we steadied ourselves. And now we move on. Let us redouble our diligence in observing health protocols and commit to a rich semester of learning and growth. Together, we are writing one of the great comebacks in Notre Dame history. God bless you all. Go Irish.